So today's the day, finally. I'm getting ready to do some brewing here.
It's time!
It's been about 3 months now since I've brewed any beer at all. And I haven't brewed any beer since I've made my new setup down here. I'll leave a link in the description of me building this whole setup I got going on. Yeah, so I'm a little slow getting going here this morning. I accidentally drank a whole bottle of wine last night.
You drink a whole bottle a day?
Oh, yeah.
I know this is a beer brewing video, but I don't care. Judge me however you want. But that's besides the point. So today what we're making is New England style IPA. I've had these grains here now for about 4 months. Planned on brewing months ago, but I guess that didn't happen. So we got some pilsner malt. This is going to be 10 pounds for my base malt. I got some flaked oats, some Viking. I got some oat malt. So these right here will have to get ground in the mill. And then I also have I got some flake wheat too. And then we'll do a big old whirlpool because it wouldn't be a New England IPA without a big whirlpool. I'm going to do some Citra, classic, and some Mosaic. I'll leave the exact recipe in the description box of what I did. And then we'll do 2 cryo, probably for a dry hop. And the yeast I'm going with is some London Ale 3. This is a pretty classic New England IPA strand. So I'm just waiting to get up to mash temp. I gotta still mill my grain, obviously. I'm using the claw hammer supply system, just like every other YouTube homebrewer. But shout out to them, this is actually really good. I love this all-in-one. It makes it so that you only have one kettle instead of 3 different vessels, and I don't think all grain brewing, I mean, I don't think brewing a bag is any different really than a 3-vessel system anyway. Yeah, let's get these grains milled up, and then once I get up to temp here, I'll mash in. Well, I haven't brewed in so long now. Before I mill my grains up, I should probably adjust my water chemistry, because this is a New England style IPA, and I'll hear about it if I don't. So I've had my water tested here on the well, so I know exactly what is in my water. So I've actually cut mine with half distilled water and half well water. And of course my damn battery's dead. Well, off to a flying start. Add a little gypsum, calcium chloride. Oh, let me zero that. Whoops. And some Epsom salt. I'm also going to add some sorbic acid. This is supposed to help with basically New England style IPAs are prone to getting oxidized, so sorbic acid is supposedly supposed to help, which I think it does. 3 grams. Three to 5, I think they say. So we're going with 4 because that's what fell in there. Whoop, make a mess. Add that right to the kettle. Time to mash in. Should probably get my stirrer ready. Shouts out to Home Depot for the bucket. They didn't give it to me, I bought it, but shout out to Home Depot. Shout out to their Black & Decker drill that I've been using for 20 years. Shout out to making your own beer. Shout outs to bugs flying around in my new brewery. Shout out to being short. Oh, I forgot the adjuncts. You idiot. It's funny, I was wondering why this mash was so thin. Let's see if I can make a mess. How are you supposed to get a haze in a New England IPA without the adjuncts? Got my mash temps at 148 degrees. So we're gonna mash in here for an hour. I'm not gonna take a pH reading just because honestly I don't really feel like it. Yeah, we'll check back in an hour.
We're gonna come back and check this a little later.
Alright, I got my pump turned off. So much of a mess I can make. We'll bring this up to a boil. Alright, we'll let that drain. Usually takes about an hour to get up to a boil, so we'll be back when that's all done. Alright, we're up to a good boil here. We'll do a 60-minute boil. I'm not going to do any hop additions here during the boil. It's a New England style IPA, so we're going to boil for an hour, and then we'll do a cool down to about 180 degrees, and then we'll add some hops. Got some Star Sand mixed up in my fermenter, so when we're done cooling, this thing will be ready to go. Got my yeast out of the fridge here. I'm shaking it up. So this yeast pack I've had a while too, like all the other ingredients, and this was about to expire in 5 days. This is kind of a bigger beer, and I probably should have had a yeast starter, but I think it'll be fine. So even if that yeast is a little bit old, I'm gonna just add some yeast nutrient in the last 10 minutes of the boil here. It says 2.2 grams per 5 gallons, and that's what we're making. So alright, so I got my wort chiller here all hooked up. I got the lines all hooked back up to the kettle, going through the pump. Last couple minutes of the boil, I'll actually run the pump and run everything through just to kind of send that boiling wort through there to kill off whatever might be in, whatever might be left in here for contamination. Gonna add our yeast nutrient. Got nowhere to hold the camera and put the lid down. boiling hot lid. Put in the yeast nutrient. Now 4.1 ounces of Mosaic. Alright, we got about 2.88, so we got, well, that gives us about 6 ounces. That's good. I'm glad I got to use the rest of this. It's been in the freezer for a while. Good. Put some in there. Put some in the big one. Call this part the hop stand, so we'll just let these chill in here for 20 minutes. Alright, so we're chilling down to 65 degrees. We got a ways to go. Got my yeast packet here. Dump that in my store sand. Alright, I got my aeration wand here. I'm only going to do this for about, it's hooked up to my oxygen there. I'm only going to do this for about 20 seconds. I don't want to over oxygenate this beer. Lid put on. I'm going to go ahead and say that's 1050. I don't know if you can read that or not. Alright, so it's 24 hours later here, and we have a slight issue. I don't see any fermentation. So I think that yeast I used was either too old or, I don't know, something went wrong. So I had to run to the homebrew store. I'm going to put this juice yeast in there, and hopefully that'll save it. So it's been about 2 days here now since I added that juice yeast, and we got some good fermentation going. So today I'm going to be dry hopping this. What I got is, I got 2 ounces of cryo hop Mosaic. Scissors would have been smart. Sanitize this. Throw the cap back on. Make a mess again. Alright, so today's the day. I'm going to transfer the NEPA into a keg. It's been about 2 weeks here now. Alright, so our original gravity was 1050. This says 1006 now, so I just looked it up online. Brought to 5.78%. So.
Ooh, nice. What was the percentage on it, you said?
5.8.
Nice.
Under spoon.
Cool. Thank you, brother. Nope. You want to use my box? Oh, yeah. The homebrew came out great, man.
Yeah, it's not bad.
You can't even call that homebrew. That's legit brew. What kind of hops did you use?
Mosaic and Citra.
Probably why I like it so much.
Yeah.
I love Mosaic.
Me too. Yeah, I dry hopped it with some cryo Mosaic.
Okay, nice.